What makes a woman powerful? The fact that she can be vulnerable and not think about who's going to judge her, who's going to think that she's not enough, and just the simple fact she can just be herself.
This comment says, do women understand the word accountability? Hold on. Watch out, Dwight. I do know what accountability means. So this is a great time for you to learn that you're using the wrong word. The word y'all are actually looking for is punishment.
No, I think the word is still accountability. And leave Dwight out of this too. And with all those books in front of you, I'm surprised you still don't know what being accountable is. Accountability is something that you're not doing. It's the opposite of whatever it is you're doing right now. That's the opposite of what accountability is.
What's really gonna happen is women are really gonna like literally start taking all of the advice that men are giving. Oh, choose better, stop having sex, don't talk to bums. Okay, so that would render 99% of y'all undateable, have sex withable. We would be rendered celibate and childless if we took the advice that y'all are giving us, because it's all of y'all. If we really listened to you and said, oh, we choose better, okay, so we're gonna stop dealing with 99% of y'all, and then what? Y'all are gonna be lonely, and then y'all are gonna be mad, and then we're gonna have to deal with the violent aftermath of a bunch of men walking around with quote-unquote blue balls, right? Then that's gonna be our own problem. And then y'all gonna be like, well, if y'all was giving us sex and time and attention for free, then we would treat you better. When right now you get sex, time, and attention for free, and you still treat us like so what's the truth? What? Make it make sense.
I think this is the problem with modern day women. Lack of accountability, self-awareness. What makes you think you're so special, young one? What is it that you got? Apart from looking so beautiful, what else do you got? And I think that's the problem with men too. Like, we get so blinded by the beauty, and we think that is what the inside of them look like as well. But the inside of these ones are demonic, devilish in nature. You know, the thoughts are never clean in their mind. Listen, baby girl, you gotta go back to your mom or your dad and get some home training. Get retrained, all right? Because that thinking isn't gonna get you to where you need to be. Men and women need each other, right? You got to figure out what men want, because that's who you want to be with. And then you got to give them what they want. Just the same way you want men to figure you out and give you what you want. You have to do the same for men, all right?
Every public appearance that I've made that's related to the sort of topics that we're discussing is overwhelmingly men. It's like 85 to 90%. And so I thought, wow, that's weird. Like, what the hell's going on here exactly? And then the other thing I've noticed is that I've been talking a lot to the crowds that I've been talking to, not about rights, but about responsibility, right? Because you can't have the bloody conversation. What are you doing? You can't have the conversation about rights without the conversation about responsibility, because your rights are my responsibility. That's what they are, technically. So you just can't have only half of that discussion. And we're only having half that discussion. And the question is, well, what the hell are you leaving out if you only have that half of the discussion? And the answer is, well, you're leaving out responsibility. And then the question is, well, what are you leaving out if you're leaving out responsibility? And the answer might be, well, maybe you're leaving out the meaning of life. That's what it looks like to me. It's like, here you are, suffering away. What makes it worthwhile? Rights? You know, you're completely out. You have no idea what it's almost impossible to describe how bad an idea that is. Responsibility. That's what gives life meaning. It's like lift a load. Then you can tolerate yourself, right? Because look at, you're useless, easily hurt, easily killed. Why should you have any self-respect? That's the story of the fall. Pick something up and carry it. Make it heavy enough so that you can think, yeah, well, useless as I am, at least I could move that from there to there. Well, what's really cool about that is that when I talk to these crowds about this, the men's eyes light up. And that's very, like, I've seen that phenomenon because I've been talking about this mythological material for a long time. And I can see when I'm watching crowds, people, you know, their eyebrows lift, their eyes light up because I put something together for them. And that's what mythological stories do. So I'm not taking responsibility for that. That's what the stories do. So I say the story and people go click, 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 you know, and their eyes light up. But this responsibility thing, that's a whole new order of this, is that young men are so hungry for that, it is unbelievable.
Without first healing what is broken about yourselves, you're only putting future potential partners at risk. As long as that relationship is still in the dating stage, meaning you only see each other here and there, you're still doing fun things, everything will seem normal, blissful, and on track. But the moment things begin to get more serious, all the cracks in that relationship will begin to show. Reason being that relationship was never built on anything concrete to begin with. Accountability is very important. You have to be willing to indulge yourself in your own thoughts, to figure out what went wrong in your past relationships and what part you played in things falling apart. You have to be willing to fix those things before you even attempt to get into another relationship with anybody else. In this modern society, women can afford to make a lot of mistakes because they're given that leeway to do so, and because there's always someone available to rescue them. For example, a woman can dress in a sexually provocative manner and still complain about the attention that she gets from people, mainly men. A woman can cheat on her husband and blame it on him. He didn't give me enough attention. You know, there are too many leeway given to women today. If things are easy for people, usually they don't have to work for it. They don't have to strive to do better. So that is something that needs to change. Holding yourself accountable is basically holding a mirror to yourself and admitting the things that you are not good at, or you are good at, or the things that you've done wrong. Then you have to take responsibility to fix those things so that the people that are around you do not keep suffering, struggling to carry you on their backs, on top of whatever problems that they already have. You know, change only happens when people want to change. No one can change you. Each person has to carry that responsibility of wanting to change, come up with a plan, and then actually implement that plan. No one should accept how broken you are just because you are too lazy to change, or because you think that you are perfect just the way that you are. You have to heal yourself first. After you've healed yourself, then you can add to the peace and the productivity of the other people around you. If you've enjoyed this video, hit the like and the subscribe button. This is a fairly new channel and I'm trying to make it grow, so help a brother out. Anyways, until next time, y'all. Peace.